something really cool in the mail today. I haven't even opened the envelope. I got one of the new Smashbox cover palettes, do they call them? I forget what they're called, but it was really pretty and I thought I had to have it. So let me get some scissors and open this. Okay, now what everybody's been waiting for. This is what the box looks like. I haven't bought a new eyeshadow palette in a little bit, so all right, so this is the front. These always look so cute, but I've never bought a Smashbox palette before. I've heard mixed reviews. I think when they first came out, people didn't really like them. Let me try not to blare you. Here, there we go. That's what she looks like right there. I mean, that's pretty much what I thought it would be. That green isn't quite as vibrant as I thought it would be. But let's do some swatches for you before I put this on my face. Is there names to these? Yeah. There's names on the back. It's also on the box, so that will help. Okay, let's start. I'm going to start with this one and go there and then go across just so you know what I'm swatching. Okay, so the first big one is called Go West. Oh, well that's color payoff's all right. I guess I wasn't sure what to expect with these. And this one's Suede. It's just a nice caramel crease color. Now I'm going to start with the lightest one at the end. It's called Stargazing. Stargaze. Ooh, that didn't. A little crumbly there. A little crumbly. Yeah. I don't know about that one. It's not going to be my favorite. All right. So, and then we've got Prickly Pear. Now for that matte green called Arrow. I can't even see this little writing on here. So saw something. It's the matte green, forest green. Maybe. Not sure what to say about that. Okay, moving on. Casita. I can't tell if that's an I or a T. This kind of looks like a brown rose color in the pan. That's a fantastic swatch. Let me try to get that a little better. I can see it on the back of the palette better than on that stupid box. Road Trip. A copperish color, metallic copper, shiny. Oh, that one's promising, but I have a bajillion shiny coppers already. And then the last one is a dark matte brown. It's a cool matte brown called Baked Clay. Okay, so there are all the colors swatched. Really, the only ones that didn't swatch well were this color right here, Stargazing, and that matte green color, Zagaro is what it says. I mean, it might turn out okay on the eyes, but I'm used to using the melt Gemini palette for my greens, so that one just doesn't seem like it compares right off the bat. But let's get the melt stack up, because this is kind of giving me those vibes, especially with the two sides. So let me try to get this in the viewfinder for you. By the way, I have a new camera. So here we go, without trying to show you too much in the background. Oh, I'm digging my fingernail in that. Oh man. So Hopefully you can tell. The Melt Gemini palette is way brighter than this one. But that's okay. I didn't think it was gonna really compare that vividly. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take off my eye makeup and put on a quick look for you. I'm not gonna redo all my makeup. I'm just gonna take off my eyeshadow, put it on, and then I'll do a little wear test for a few hours just to kind of give my overall thoughts on how this lasts. Okay, so I have you zoomed in, and I have my eyes primed with my Ulta primer right here. So let's go right in. I didn't set it with a powder or anything. And yes, my makeup brushes are dirty because I am a normal human being and I use them every day. So first off, we're gonna go in with this matte color up here called Go West. Yeah, I'm gonna do most of the work on this eye because I got a big mirror behind me here, so. Okay, next we're gonna go in with that Zagaro shade that, well, it looks like a rose brown to me, but now I'm just gonna darken up the crease a little bit. Okay, now we're going in with this matte green, Casita. I know I'm supposed to be saying what kind of brushes. This is the brush I'm using. Okay, let's see how this applies, because in the swatch it wasn't. Okay, so I got this one to build up. Okay, something I have noticed that it doesn't like to be blended very well. So if you go in with a patting motion to get your color down, you can blend it into the crease a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with something and kind of fix that. But that was a hard color. I don't know what to say about it. The color payoff isn't quite what I would like it to be. But I'll have thoughts about that all in the end. But yeah, you're going to have to build it up with a patting motion instead of, you know, going back and forth. So let's continue on. Okay, I'm going to take our mid-tone shade again, and I'm going to go in the crease just to help blend that, because that green didn't really want to blend nice on the edges. So we're going to go like that. Okay, this is how we're looking. Now, we do have a lot of shimmer options. I always use my fingertips for these, and this pretty sage green is called Road Trip. Let's start with that in the middle. Not bad. Not bad at all. We lost that dark green on the outside, so I'm not really sure what to say about this dark green color. It's not really doing what I'd like. I'm going to use that dark brown baked clay. I'm going to use that to darken up that outside. There we go. All right, so that one color that I didn't think was going to do for shit is this one. It's called Stargazer. Now I'm going to put that in the inner corner right in here. I'm going to try it dry first. But to be fair, I wouldn't use this kind of eyeshadow on my inner corner dry, but we're just going to see how it goes. And then when it doesn't perform, I'm just going to use setting spray on my brush. Actually, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, well. I'm sorry for what I said about this color. It's not bad. Not bad one bit. And you can see that's a dry brush. I mean, it's brightening that inner corner. Not bad. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it as is and not use it wet, because that was actually impressive, because it didn't swatch for shit. All right, I'm going to use this Sonia Kashuk little smudger brush. I'm going to try that green again, and let's see if we can do anything with this bottom lash line with it. Let's do some brow bone. Is this? Yeah, that gold up here is too dark for my brow bone. So I'm just going to go in with the Stargazer. And I just put a little light zhuzh up here. All right, I'm going to go back in with this baked clay color down here. I've been really into my Laura Mercier Caviar Stick and Cocoa. I'm going to take my little liner brush. This is what I do. I'm just going to load her down. I'm going to have to do this kind of off camera. Okay, to have a little fun, I'm going to put some Urban Decay Stash right there in my waterline. It's a very pretty olive color. I thought it would go well. Okay, so I have the shadow on. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little spritz to lock it in before I put on that new mascara. So I'm going to wear this. We're going to go see a movie later, and I will have this on for at least a few good hours. I'm going to give some first impression thoughts about this guy right here. Right off the bat, if you have the Melt Gemini palette, you don't want to get this because you're going to be disappointed. These colors are like Melt Gemini, and then picture a drugstore knockoff. That's kind of what this is to me. Now, did it turn out nice? Yeah, I thought the look turned out okay. I don't have any problems with it. It looks all right. And you know, it might be a very nice fall office palette. You know, if you don't want those bright colors that the Melt Gemini palette offers, or if you missed it, or if it's too expensive for you, this is a very nice alternative. This is a very small, compact thing for $30. It's like half the price of the Melt Gemini. You know, this might be a good option if you just didn't want to spend that kind of money, but it's not as, you know, impactful as that. So let's see how this wears. But yeah, so far I'm a little underwhelmed, but if you didn't want those kind of bright colors, you might like this. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so I'm actually thought I'd do a little check-in. I'm at Michael's running some errands. I have an order to pick up of a new canvases, but I think I might have judged this a little too harshly at first. This eye look is really pretty, I'm not gonna lie. Once I get out into the light, it looks really nice. Of course, now some people wouldn't think this is office appropriate, but I think this is office appropriate. I would wear this every day. So it's not quite as in your face as something, but it's a very nice, I mean, it does look like a desert sunset. So yeah, so far, after about an hour and a half, it's doing okay. I mean, I would expect it to, but yeah, I think this eye look turned out really nice, and I do like it. Okay guys, here's my last check-in. This makeup has been on for about 8 hours. It's about 1 a.m. Yeah, it held up pretty good. I was actually very surprised. So my final thoughts on this Smashbox palette, the Desert Eye Shadow Palette. First, I don't think I was gonna like it, but I think it is a good little palette. Now, if you do have the Melt Gemini palette, you're not going to need this. But yeah, if you want a simple, little, compact, this is very good for travel. It doesn't take up much space. I think it's excellent for that. This green was probably the one shadow that was underwhelming. Of course, I didn't use everything. Some of these other shimmers, they swatched well though, so I do have high hopes. But yeah, this green, you had to build and kind of pack on. But other than that, this shadow ended up being pretty good. It's even still on. You can see my inner corner that just didn't swatch for shit, but it ended up being real good. So yeah, I'm going to recommend this. If you think this is a nice color story and you would use it and you don't own anything like it so far, I say go ahead and pick this up. All right, guys, thank you for watching today. If you did like this kind of video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.